Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Warship Gunner 2. So it's been a long time since I recorded, so I have to remember what we were doing. I think we were... oh yeah, we left off with the treasure that I couldn't get, and I never was able to get it. Or, well, I didn't really try anymore, because it's useful, that system, but we're not really using missiles yet. So I don't feel like we need it, and I don't feel like replaying the mission 5 times to get lucky and finally get it. So, yeah, didn't feel like doing that. R&D, I don't remember what we were doing other than that. Pretty sure I need to do at least mission 38 for the next hole, I think. Yeah, at least 38. So that costs, let's see, 20-something thousand, I think, right? Yeah, 22,000. So we can, as long as we keep some money on us. Well, I guess it won't really matter because we'll get at least 23,000 from the next mission. I mean, I'm assuming. So we're probably good to go ahead and get some new stuff in here, maybe, if we have anything new. No. Okay. What about over here? Nope, nothing new there. All right. Ammo. Nope. Angle. Nope. Machine gun. Already got them. That's good. Launchers, missiles, anti-ship, multi-purpose, anti-ship VLS. Do we have these yet? Oh, we do have these. Good. I'm going to actually stick some of those on the ship right now. See, now we are using missiles. Now I really want to go get that system, but it's so annoying because there's no guarantee that it's going to drop. No matter what type of weapon you use, there's no guarantee that, you know, the underwater base is actually going to cooperate. So pretty annoying, but what can you do? The days of old-fashioned games where when the game came out on a disc, that was the game, and you couldn't do anything about it. Back before the days of online updates. Looking at these sub-things actually just reminded me that we could attempt to get a new submarine hull. There are only 2 tiers of submarines, just so everyone is aware of that. If you're wondering, wow, that was quick. Yeah, it kind of was. There's really nothing else here for subs. But, let's see. So we got the German one, which is not great. The UK one and the Japanese one. And looks like the Japanese one is the best. Yeah. It has, doesn't have the most endurance, but it does have the most weight capacity, and submarines aren't meant to take, you know, to take a lot of hits anyways, so we're just going to focus for weight instead of endurance. As far as bridges go, I mean, these aren't super important, but it looks like the German has the highest command. 11 and 9, 15 and 6, wow. Might take that one just for the radar. That's a lot of radar. I'm going to take that one. And I just noticed as I was flipping through these that this one here is actually the bridge from the I-400 class submarine that Japan had. They only had a few of those subs, but they actually could launch aircraft. They could actually launch 3 aircraft from the sub when it was surfaced. And that's why the bridge is so long, because it's actually kind of a hangar for the planes. So that's pretty cool. Bridges, it's pretty cheap, so we'll take the ammo depot, although it's pretty big, so I don't think it's going to fit on the ship, but like I said, it was cheap, so we'll take it anyways. Gas turbines can help us get to really good engines later on, so we'll just keep progressing that tree for now. We got some new boilers to look at, maybe? Let's get these guys, and these guys. And the next boilers were too expensive for us to get, so, oh well, defense, not really using any of those right now. They are useful, but I have other systems that I think are more useful, at least for now. Let's see. What's firing delay doing? Oh, there's the last level of firing delay, and let's take it, because we have the money to do so. Let's see. I think we don't need auto countermeasures level 3 yet. We don't have even 4 auto-fire weapons that we would ever put on the same ship for any reason, so we're good there. Helicopters? New helicopters? We do have a new helicopter. Once again, looks kind of silly, but oh well, we're used to that by now. I'm just going to keep progressing these trees because eventually you do get better support helicopters that pick up containers. They're faster and they have more health, so they get shot down less often, which is always good. I think we're pretty much good here. I don't think there's anything else I really wanted. No, not really. Any fighters? I was going down this line. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. 1,500-pound bomb. Oh, that's why. This has machine guns, and this has missiles, which is why I picked this one over the F-63. That's why. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to remember where I was and what I was doing last time. So, I think we're good to go. Should I check? I should probably check, but I'm not going to. I was going to check the design of the ship, but yeah, I want to get this over with. Not that I'm not having fun with this game. This game is awesome. I mean, I want to progress so that I can get better stuff. The ship looks fine, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I was going to put the new anti-sub missiles on. Well, it won't be too big of a deal. It should be fine. Is this the... Oh yeah, it's this mission. I remember this mission. So, let's see. Fix our local radar's range. And where are you guys? Hi. What do I have? I have 18.1-inch guns on here. Cool. I have 10 of them. Hey, I remembered the shoot button on the first try. I almost hit the X button. I'm not gonna lie, I almost hit the X button. But I remembered at the last second. I want to go back to the battleship. I was flicking the analog stick for a while there, but it wouldn't move for some reason. But yeah, I thought I would have finished off the battleship with my opening salvos, and then, you know, I didn't. So I tried to go back, and it wouldn't let me go back, and it was annoying. He's dead now, so it doesn't really matter, but, got some cruisers and stuff. Zoom out and see more of what's going on here. Come on, guys, they're right in front of us. You can hit these guys, even with your horrible dispersion. Signal flare, that's what I meant to do. No, I want to target the destroyer right next to me. Thank you. And thank you. Oh yeah, I'm not used to the fact that broadsides actually help us now, because for the longest time we had double-wide guns, so broadsides didn't really matter, and now they matter a whole lot more. So let's do that. Let's get broadside. Think we have our back guns firing? Pretty sure we do.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
A lot of cruisers here. Leander. I'm not sure what nation that is, but judging by the fact that the battleship was Queen Elizabeth, which is a British ship, I'm going to assume that these are also British ships. For some reason, most nations were really weird with their naming system for destroyers. Like, as far as I know, the only nations to give their destroyers actual, like, names, other than just letter designations, was America and Japan. Other than that, like, you look at British and German destroyers, they just had random... Well, they weren't random, but, I mean, they seem random to someone who doesn't understand the system, i.e. myself. They just had letters or numbers to designate what the destroyer was, or what it was designed for, or anything like that. Which seems really weird to me, because I'm used to the American naming system, which is to actually give the ship, like, a name, like, you know, the Fletcher class, or the Clemson class, rather than the O class, or the L class, or the 1942 class, or anything like that. It just seems a little different. And then, of course, for the Japanese ships, you had, like, what was it? There's a couple of the... I think the Umikaze is one, the Minakaze is a pretty popular one, at least in World of Warships. Where's some more? No, Tenryu is a cruiser. I caught myself there. I was gonna say Tenryu, but that's a cruiser. It's a light cruiser. What are some more? I don't have a good enough PC to play World of Warships, though I wish I did. but I've played it at a friend's house. But I didn't, I was mostly focusing on the US battleship line, because, you know, battleships. But, yeah, I didn't pay much attention to the Japanese destroyers. What are some other ones? Let's see, Minigazi, Umikaze. I think there's a Kamikaze class destroyer. What's the... I'm trying to remember, like, the first one that you start off with, but I can't think of it. A lot of them have Kaze in the name. I know that. I only made it up to about tier 5 in the American battleships. No, wait, I got to tier 6. No, 5. Yeah, 5, because I stopped at the New York. But I was not the typical battleship player that you always see in World of Warships, where they just kind of sit in the back and don't do anything. I was way more aggressive, which, as far as I know, is how the American battleships are kind of supposed to be played, because they typically have better armor and weaker guns, but, like, they're usually a little bit more maneuverable, too. So, and I'm not talking about real-life stuff here, I'm talking about World of Warships, but I really loved being in, like, the Wyoming. I had a lot of fun with the Wyoming. I actually preferred it over the New York class at tier 5. But the Wyoming was just so much fun. I would get, you know, in between some of the islands, and I wouldn't be spotted, and then I'd come around the corner and I'd see like 2 cruisers sitting there looking the other way, shooting at my teammates, and I'd be like, hey there! And, you know, a couple broadsides later, they were dead pretty quick, which was always super satisfying. I had a lot of bad games in the Wyoming too, but, you know, that's how online gaming goes. You win some, you lose most. That's just how it goes. I mean, obviously, you don't always lose most. Not everyone loses most of their games. I actually, you know, in games like Battlefield and stuff, I have a higher win percentage than loss percentage, but it's still like 60-40 win to loss, so it's still pretty close. I always feel like I get the bad team, though. But, oh well. Again, that's how online gaming goes. There were a lot of times when I was playing World of Warships where I was watching some of my teammates that had higher tier ships than me, not premium ships either, so they didn't buy their way to the top. So you would think they knew what they were doing, but they were just making some moves that were like, why did you do that? And people would get salty in the chat. I was just like, I was legitimately, because, you know, I was new to the game, so maybe they knew something I didn't, but I would ask them, like, okay, what, you know, why did you decide to do that? And they thought I was criticizing them, and I was just trying to figure out why they did what they did, because maybe they knew something I didn't, but they got super salty, like, real quick. So, yeah, like, you know, a couple games in, I just decided to stop messing with the chat, because people just get snappy, so... It was fun. I mean, overall the game's fun. I do wish I could play it. I would probably have gotten to the tier 10 battleships 5 times over by now. That's how much I would have played it if I could, whenever I wanted to. But yeah. Anyways, this game, not a whole lot to talk about in this mission. Just going around and blowing up stuff. Usually I do this with high angles, because I always have high angles on my ship anyways for AA defense, and then they're very, very good at dealing with land installations as well. So, why not? Okay, so the treasure, you can see it's a land base over there. I don't have a helicopter, because I thought it was an underwater base until I started this mission and then realized what the mission was. So I can't get that, but in a moment here I will tell you guys what it is. I just have to pull up that page on my phone. Mission 380, the treasure is Japan Carrier 1. And if you've been following along in this Let's Play and doing almost everything I've been doing, you should probably already have a better carrier than Japan Carrier 1. It's the hull, too, not the tier. The tier is always available to you. It's not locked behind any mission requirement or anything, but it actually just gives you hull. It gives you the hull of Japan Carrier 1, which by this point in the game, most people probably already have that or better. So, not terribly useful. I suppose it could be, but certainly not for my scenario. I'm disappointed at the lack of funds crates from all of these planes that we're shooting down. There's one. There's two. Three. Look at that. You just gotta, you know, say something. And the game is like, oh, he wants funds? Let's give him a little bit of funds. Sounds like a plan to me. Not going to complain.
Secondary objective added. Secondary objective
I'm
complete.
just looking behind me to make sure there weren't more funds crates. I think we just took out the only airfield. Pretty sure. Or were there multiple airfields? I don't remember. We took out the airfield on this island, which I believe is actually Crete, I think. I'm not great at geography, so if I get stuff like that wrong, I'm sorry. But I think this is Crete. Also, is it just me, or is the scaling kind of weird in this game sometimes? Like, I feel like the ships and stuff are way bigger than they should be relative to the lands. Like, I feel like the ships are at least 4 or 5 times bigger than they should be compared to the land. And I think this is one of the missions that makes that really obvious. Just because of, you know, I kind of know how big Crete is. I have an idea of how big Crete is in my mind, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot bigger than that. So, yeah. There's some subs here that we missed the first time around, which is why I'm coming back. And we'll kill them and leave the mission.
Enemy ship sunk.
Well, this episode's going to run a little bit long, I think, because I took some extra time to look at R&D at the beginning, but that's fine. That's alright.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
There we go. What is it, one more sub? Yeah, one more. Let's go.
Enemy ship
There we go.
sunk.
Did you drop anything I want? You did not. Okay, we're done.
Mission complete. Now, let's leave the area.
There may be one more secondary objective hidden in that mission somewhere, but I'm not sure. We'll know in a minute here. Let's see. Was there an objective that I missed? There was not. Okay. Anti-air VLS, anti-ship VLS, anti-sub VLS. Oh, we got a huge Gatling cannon. Well, the development plan for one anyways. Naval Gunner Ribbon 2. I don't know why I got that exact... Oh, probably for shooting down the aircraft. That would make sense. Alright, mission briefing, and then the end of the episode. Let's see what they have to say this time. Ida's Tears. Ida sounds so familiar. It's a name, of course. I don't... Where have I heard that? It's been a while. Oh, straight to the briefing, huh? No story stuff beforehand? Cool. I'm okay with this. I remember this mission. This mission is another one of those, the map is way bigger than it looks. So, yeah. Okay, we had a little bit of development complete there. We're going to start our research for our Tier 5 battleship hull, and then we'll end the episode off. So let's head down here, get that going, now that we have done the required mission. These other ones here, some of these stages might not actually be on Tsukuba's path. Like, I'm pretty sure stage 43 is not on Tsukuba's path. So, yep. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time in Warship Gunner 2.